everyone's gonna be like, yeah, that's cool, I want all that, but like we all can't relate to that.
True.
Like we all fantasize about it, but we can't relate to it.
Yeah, you can only love it to a point.
But most people relate to like the raw, real shit.
All right, guys, episode 4. We brought it on the road this time. We came out East Long Island, came out to Tree's spot. Welcome to the episode. I'm excited to sit down and chat.
Episode 4.
Yeah, episode 4.
TBG.
We just had Aggie Dave on. Make sure you go back. That's episode 3. That was awesome. But we're here to talk to Tree. How's everything going here? It's an exciting time. We got the house full of stuff here that we'll talk about, but what's new with you? How's everything by you?
I've been good. I've been chilling, laying low, really. My last project I dropped, Caked Up, I dropped a music video on YouTube and everything. But as far as that, I've just been chilling, laying low, focusing on my business. I own a business now, so I've really been working on that, expanding that. But I do have new merch that I'm about to drop like real soon, like probably in the next 4 or 5 days.
That's exciting. We'll get into all of it because thankfully you got me involved in the project to launch the website and get that going.
Yes, thanks to you.
Imagine if you're watching this for the first time. Could you give some background on yourself, where
Sure.
you're from, like put your story in a little nutshell
I'm
for
Trii.
us?
I go by TBG, Tomboy Gang. I'm from Long Island, Coram. I've been doing music forever now, like 7, 8 years. I've dropped so many music videos, so many features with great artists, people local, people big. I've dropped 3 different season line of my merch, TBG, and I just been kind of like enjoying life, going through the journey.
What was like the core inspiration of that in the beginning?
I was in the Army, so that's when I started writing music, and I was like, I didn't have a phone or anything, so I would just write like raps and stuff and like listen to beats on my phone, and that's how the writing started. And then like when I got home is when I actually started exploring studios and like listening to different sounds and like getting with different people and stuff like that.
What was the inspiration back then?
It was just the struggle of life, going through whatever, being broke, being in love, being heartbroken, you know, people, friends, good times, bad times, all that shit. So you just write about it, talk about it.
It sounds like to me that like once you got back, you kind of like hit the ground running with this stuff, and you started to put a lot of energy into the music and your brand.
2017, 2018 is when I really was like going hard. Like I was dropping so much content on my Instagram, my shit was popping. I was dropping music video after music video. I was flying to Miami, to Pittsburgh, to Cali, and then COVID hit. 2020, I stopped doing shows. I haven't been on a show in like over 2 years now, so everything kind of like halted. And like I said, I got a little older. I own a business now, so focusing on that fully.
Priorities changed a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, but music is always gonna be my thing.
A lot of artists, up and coming, established, they have like a turning point, kind of like where you took the music and your brand as a passion and then flipped it and took it way more serious, right?
Yeah.
And can you kind of pinpoint or talk about that part of your life? Because I know that this stuff's pretty serious to you. I've sat here with you, you treat it like a business.
I do, and I feel like that point I got to when I noticed like people were like really like noticing me. Like even though like, you know, you don't get millions and millions of views, but like locally people were like coming up to me that I didn't know, or I had no, yo, I follow you, what's up? Like, you know, it's a good feeling to know that you like inspire people that you don't know, and they follow you, and they know your music and they know your lyrics. It's dope, you know what I mean? Like no matter who you are, whether you got 1 follower or like 10,000 followers, like that's where the inspiration and like motive comes from. It's like, that's dope. Because when someone first told me like they like my music, I was like, what the fuck? Because I was like, first I was scared to show anyone, because you're like super insecure at first, and then you're just like, I don't know if this is good. And then someone's like, yo, what? Say that again.
Is it funny to think about that now?
Yeah.
Because now you're pretty open with this stuff. It seems like when people ask you to talk about me, you're doing a podcast on it.
This is my third podcast, I'd say. I did one with Long Island on the Rise. Shout out to them. They were dope. Actually, I'd like to do more, honestly. But as my journey changes, it's kind of like I've just been like focusing on different things. But like I said, it starts picking up. People start hitting you up for doing shows. And it's hard to say like you're gonna stop and then there's opportunity. Like why not take it? You know what I mean?
Right. So let's talk about the clothes. Before we get into this one specifically, how'd that start about? What got you into like, all right, let me start making clothes for this. Let me make a brand. Let me start to grow that aspect. What was the inspiration there?
Tomboy is like, I don't know. Tomboy is like, I've always been a tomboy growing up. So like I've always worn like t-shirts, basketball shorts, and like boxers, but like girls can't really wear boxers. So I figured like getting form-fitted like boxers would be like dope for the ladies. So I started thinking about making my own clothing, and Saya, who I did features with for music, her girl Brittany, she runs Dom Pajan. She makes that clothing line.
Okay.
And she actually makes all the tomboy gear. So she's dope at it, and I trust her with it. So I shoot her ideas, and she's a tomboy too. So she's like on it. And so she creates like all these looks, and I just approve, and we got options. We just run through options. And now this line, we got a bathing suit for the ladies, and it's dope.
Those are
it's
fire.
really hot, and
Those are
like
fire.
a lot of girls want it. So
I can't wait to get my girl one of them.
yeah, it's dope. It's really, really nice. So I can't wait to see how it pops off, what people do when I do make the website live, so people can start grabbing it.
That kind of like, generally speaking, goes into something I'm like really firm on, is like keeping like-minded people around me. Like you're saying, you know, the people that work on the merch with you are inspired by a lot of the same trends, a lot of the same things. You guys have the same taste and style. Like that's why I like working with Tom. It's like me and him have a lot of the same taste, so when we're trying to get stuff done, it makes it a lot easier. So keeping those like-minded people around you can not only make you like more comfortable, and it's not easy to find too, you know, like especially like for me, I took a lot of time, like where I was like, all right, I know the people in my life right now aren't that way, but it's not so easy to not only get rid of that, but add, you know, the right things. So when you find those things, like you gotta hold on to those relationships and really see if it's something good there.
True.
So let's talk about this line specifically. What's your goal with it? I mean, this summer's gonna be, I think, huge for it.
My last two lines I did were like winter. There were hoodies, and then the other one was like winter coats and like jackets and stuff like that. So this one is like a summer line. So there's bathing suit bottoms, there's the girl bikini, like I was just telling you about, the red fit, and then there's the black and the gray fit, the spider lime, and then we got the jumpsuit. It's a pair of shorts with a zip-up jacket.
Oh,
it's pretty fly.
Don't worry, Tom's gonna have it pop up right here.
Yeah,
don't worry.
It's dope as hell. I always wanted to do that. Click it right here. Go to it now.
There it is. There it is. Love it. I love it. Tomboygang.com. How'd you like working with me on it? Have you built a website like that
you
before?
You made the whole thing. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate
it.
How'd you like the process?
I literally sat here and sent you photos, and you created the entire thing and said, how about this? And I said, this is fucking dope.
I'm excited about it. It's something that I've been doing a lot of, like working with people like yourself, artists or something like that, that try to build their own platform. And I'm, especially with the stuff that's going on Instagram, TikTok, where they're just taking your stuff down, blocking what you could post.
Well, yeah, now that this website, you were telling me you could post anything on it. So like super lit content I can put on that.
You could do exclusive based stuff, like we were talking, you know, I think some sort of like monthly package deal with like what you're talking about in the future would be dope.
I want to get, like you were talking about, like grinders and like
doing
weed products
stuff
and stuff like that. That's
dope.
A crazy idea.
Like rolling trays and packets.
Papers that say Tomboy Gang on it. You're smoking Tomboy, like what? That's crazy.
It's cool to work on this stuff. Like that's what I love, branding. I like merchandising. I like turning our dream, which is the Tomboy, which is the always up to something, and making it into like a physical product. You want people to support it and support it financially by buying it. But like just like for me, the fix for me is like the process. Like I love doing this. I love setting it up. I like coming out, talking to you. I like working on this
seeing
stuff.
the outcome of everything.
When you fall in love with the craft, it makes it like so much easier to just get by in it and try to elevate in it or take it to your furthest dreams in it, whether it's the clothes, the music, just starting a small business in general. So this is the first summer collection. I think that, in my opinion, from talking to you, I think that just that alone is going to elevate it itself, because we'll be able to get it in people's hands. You could take different types of photos. Like the winter, people normally cooped up. This they could wear out. You know,
exactly.
You might
see you at the beach, girls in the bikinis. That'd be crazy.
Right.
That's what I want to see. I want to get them in different colors, because like the girls, like when I posted just the pic before I even got the package, girls were hitting me up about it, and they're like, yo, I want one in every color. And I was like, shit, I only ordered it in black.
Right.
So now I hit up Brittany. I was like, yo, we might need more of these. Like they're already getting like sold out. I'm telling you right now, all of the bathing suits are probably already sold out. As soon as I put it on the website, they're gone.
And I'm excited to see people wearing these jackets too.
Yeah, those ones are really nice. Right. Throw me one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Hold that up.
But nah, this is the zip up. It's got the snake skin on the side. This shit's crazy. The quality is mad nice.
I'm excited to see people starting to wear this and get them up on the website and running it. Is this something that, like, if this all sells out, will you rerun it? Or are you the type of person that likes to kind of keep it exclusive and, oh no, we'll just do something different next time?
It really all depends on like the demand. Like if it's really like demanding, like I feel like I'm already gonna need more of what I got, because I know how many people have already hit me up, and I already haven't. I already know what's sold. You know what I mean? That's why I just told you, like, all those bathing suits, they're gone.
Right.
So I already know that I'm gonna probably have to hit her up. I just want to see how it goes as far as learning the website, learning how to like get everything out, and then have new ideas. Come out with like snapbacks and hats and like boat hats or some shit, like towels or something for summer, like lanyards.
Just like the smoking accessories, that kind of
too,
it just kind of came about from the process of us doing it. We didn't talk about that prior.
Nah.
So like when you get into this stuff, you start to learn more and go down different routes and be like, oh, like you're saying, this is dope in a different color. And then you know for next time. I do that all the time in my clothing brand. I'll put things out and people be like, oh, that'd be sick in blue, that'd be sick in gray.
I want to do something that nobody has though. Like I want to do something like, I don't know, socks.
Okay.
like you know what I mean? Like something different. Like maybe like a fucking headband or something. I don't know. Like I don't know, maybe something different, you know?
Is that because you keep seeing the same stuff, or is that just because you like to be different?
I just want to like stand out, or something that everyone needs, you know what I mean?
Okay, interesting. We'll have to work on that. I feel like with this and your platform, like you could do a lot of different things with it. You could sell all sorts of different products.
I just want it to look good and like feel nice and be like good shit you could wear all the time. And like, I feel like so far Britt's done a great job, so the more ideas we come up with, like the better it's gonna be. I want it to be more relatable, because right now the only thing I fear is because it's tomboy gang. I feel like it kind of categorizes itself like in a small group, but I do have a lot of guys that do support it and like would rock it and everything. Mainly if it says TBG, you know what I mean? Once it says tomboy gang, they're like, oh, get the TBG one. But
yeah, exactly.
They'll still support it, but like I want to make stuff that's more relatable. Like maybe just TBG. We can make it mean other stuff. Like.
But you're touching on something like really sophisticated that I work on all the time, and that's balancing what you like and what you're inspired by versus what you're following or what the people that support you cater to, and finding that happy balance of what your followers are looking from you and what you want to offer your followers is tough for people like us, because like it's so easy to be like, I want to do whatever I want to do, you know what I mean? And they either like it or they don't. But also like you have a pool of people that care about what you're doing. You want to give them like something that they like as well. And so like that balance is kind of tough. So I'm happy you're talking about that.
I feel like if you're just like yourself, like you'd be surprised to how many people actually do relate to you.
Right, and I think a lot of people, like said bluntly, they're just not that way, and they think they are. They think they're authentic. They think
well, then that's people just following like waves, following like what's cool, doing what other people are doing. People that get the most views are like shit that's like real authentic, like shit that's like fucked up and shit that's like raw, like even sad or like heartbreaking. Like that's what most people relate to, because we are all real people. We relate to it. But that flashy shit, that cool shit, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, that's cool, I want all that. But like, we all can't relate to that.
True.
Like
Very true.
we all fantasize about it, but we can't relate to it.
Yeah, you can only love it to a point.
But most people relate to like the raw, real shit.
So I was doing a little research, watching a couple of your music videos before coming here and talking to you. You do such a great job at integrating your clothing with the music and everything.
Thank you.
So it's like always in the videos. It's always in this. Meanwhile, another artist might have, just like you have a clothing line set up, but when they get their big video or they're ready to shoot their big project, they're wearing Supreme, they're wearing designer, they're doing this.
I've done that too.
Yeah, you're fucking up still, trust me. Yeah, no,
but before, like, I even had TBG
I'm not putting
here,
dirt on your name here.
No, of course
not. You're good.
Everybody's done it.
But you're always mixing that with your stuff.
Yeah, because that's just authentic. That's my stuff. That's what I've created. It's the shit that I like. You know what I mean? Like, that's me. But I always rock with like Plezia.
So before we keep going, let's talk about some non-TBG Trii stuff. Me and you both love the Nelk Boys.
Oh yeah, big fan. I just actually bought a lot of full send shit the other night with my girlfriend. You know what? I went on my phone and I was on full send app, and for some reason when I was looking in the gallery of clothes, there was only one hoodie option. And it was a dope hoodie, so I bought two of them, one for her, one for me. And then like the next day I'm reading it and it says inside out hoodie. So I zoom in and I'm like, you look at it and it's literally an inside out hoodie.
Really?
So I went on the computer and then there was a ton more options of clothes. I was like, fuck, I thought everything was sold out and that was the only option, that's why I bought it.
Oh, okay.
So then when we went on the website, I just bought a whole bunch more shit.
What is it about them that stick out?
They're fucking authentic and they're real and they're genuine as fuck. You could tell like they had no idea what they were getting into. They just kept running with it, like, and it's just so like dope.
And that touches upon what you were saying before.
Yeah.
It's where it's like you keep it raw, keep it authentic, and don't give a fuck what people think.
Because most people relate to that shit. Like him, like what they do is what most of all of us do on the weekends. Like literally, like we're getting fucked up, drunk, retarded, doing dumb shit with our friends. Or we're just home smoking and eating a whole bunch of fucking cereal. I don't fucking know.
Now we know what Trii does in her free time. Trii smokes and eats a lot of cereal in free time.
For real.
Yeah, what's the cereal?
Fruity Pebbles, fucking Frosted Flakes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, a lot of shit. Like, not Fruity Pebbles, the Cocoa Pebbles. Any Pebbles, man.
Any Pebbles.
Yeah, the Pebbles got me.
Is that the go-to snack though? What's the go-to snack?
Well, I serve bread now, so it's dangerous. It's a dangerous life I live because I have access to like muffins and cakes and crumb cakes and like cheese Danish, honey buns, like, oh my God, like dessert galore. And like I'd bring a box of, and you get them by the dozen. So I get a dozen muffins. Right. Forget about it. I've gained 7 pounds that week.
And what? Is there a favorite from your spot?
Yeah, the blueberry muffins.
The blueberry muffins.
Or no, the honey buns. The cinnamon swirl buns. Yo, those were fire.
I gotta get my hands on some of these.
I'll get you some. I'll bring a box next interview. I'll bring a box.
Yeah, well, just put it out on the table.
With donuts and cinnamon buns.
Awesome. I feel like a lot of people at home are gonna relate to this. How do you balance between the work life and the non-work life? Because I know you're a super busy person. I know that you're always buzzing around, run your business, but then you do this stuff too. So like, how do you balance that?
I have a great support system, like the way it's been created. Like me and Charlie, we created this system where like it's hard at first when we first bought it. Like we're doing all the hard work, but then like you put yourself in a position to where like the further you get and the more you expand, the less you have to do. Right. The less you have to worry about. So like we got ourselves to the point now where we're not doing the route every single night. Like I do the route Monday nights and he does it Sunday nights because those 2 days my drivers are off. Right. So boom. Now I went from 7 days a week to now I'm working 1 day a week. Right. And I'm doing the orders home or he's got them. So this week he's got them. I'm going to Florida next week, so I won't have it for the next 2 weeks, which is great. It's a great business. Like I was doing FedEx before, and before that I was in the Army and I drove trucks in the Army. Right. So it kind of just like went from driving trucks and I just kept driving trucks, and now I own 2-3 bread routes and have 3 drivers.
If I told you that while you were driving a truck in the military, or if you were driving it for FedEx, that you'd have your own bread company?
Nah, I wouldn't have thought that. No.
It shows though.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, it really shows you how the journey just kind of manifests itself sometimes.
Yeah, it took off for real. Well, with FedEx, it was awesome because, well, it wasn't awesome. COVID hit, but it was awesome for FedEx because when everyone was stuck home, sales tripled.
Right. I noticed it for always up to something. Yeah.
It was insane. So business tripled and everything. So that's why I was able to purchase the bread route. And then now I have 3 bread routes.
That's lovely. Let's talk the specifics of this year. So we have the merch coming out. I'm sure there's plans for some music, but let's really dive into it. Is there a time frame for any of this? And we talked enough about the merch for right now. What's the time frame on the music? Is that something you're working on now?
To be honest, no. I haven't worked on any music. I have ideas, and I've always had things in the oven and things that I have right now that I just haven't dropped.
Right.
Projects that I could literally shoot videos to and drop a whole mixtape. I have so many songs that I just have not dropped. But I don't know, I guess I could say I've kind of lost the motivation towards that,
right,
to be real. As much as I love music, like I said, I'm getting a little older and my priorities have changed a bit. As much as I want to stay plugged in, and like I said, people still call in and want me to be involved, and I still do want to be involved. I feel like that because I haven't dropped the project yet, even though I just dropped the music, the Caked Up video. I just did that one maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
But I have a feeling by you saying that, you might not necessarily be doing it the way you see it. Right, so you might have dropped that cake video and it could have been dope, but in your mind, when you lay in bed at night, you might be like, oh, I saw that a little bit differently.
Yeah,
is that true or false?
100%, yeah. Because I just feel like there's not enough, I guess, motivation behind it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When you're in it, you're hungry for it. And to be honest, it's I kind of just made myself so comfortable that I wasn't chasing it like I was when I was 21, 22.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was fucking hungry then. I was fucking going to shows, hitting up everyone, spending all this money. I was shooting videos for other people.
Okay.
I was literally just wanting to be involved in every aspect, every angle. And now that I've gotten a taste of everything, I've done everything. I've literally performed at a ton of places. I've literally met Bez Believe, I met Saya, I met Lil Durk, I met fucking, I talked to Cassidy on the phone, I did records with his producer.
Basically, it sounds like you're saying
I've done a lot of things with a lot of people, and I'd like to continue that, but like I said, I just been chilling. If someone comes to me and yo, you want to hop on this, and it sounds good, I'll fucking spit 16 or 18, whatever, go crazy on it, and then we'll shoot if you want to shoot a video. I'm down for all of it, you know what I mean? But as far as that, I'm just chilling.
The self-motivation to get up and get out and do that stuff for yourself might not be as how it used to be.
It's a lot of work to put in, doing all that shit. People don't realize how many hours, spending a lot of money, spending on instrumentals, spending it on music videos, spending it on dropping it on platforms and shit all over Spotify, iTunes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's costly and it's a job.
It's emotionally draining, physically draining, financially draining, and it's like you're saying, it's not necessarily easy. But then in the next breath, you were telling me that you do want to get something out.
Like I said, music is always something I love doing, regardless.
So that's what I'm thinking too.
I'm not saying I'll never drop another project again. Like I said, I want to drop this one last project. That's what I have in mind. So I plan on dropping it before the year ends, whether it's the end of summer or the end of whatever, winter. It all just really depends on how it comes out. I have a few songs that I know I want to release before I just close the gate on it. But I do want those out.
Right.
Other than that, I'm just hanging out. Like I said, if anyone has anything that they want me on, and it sounds good, I'm down for it. So.
Yeah, I feel like you might get a couple offers after this too. So now that we talked about your music specifically, let's talk about what you listen to. What can we find on your playlist? What are some artists that you listen to now? I know you're saying that you have a taste all over the place, but what are some things we can find right now?
Well, I listen to myself a lot.
Okay. That's not a bad thing.
I really do. I listen to like Lil Durk. I listen to like Lil Mosey. I love Lil Mosey. I love Post Malone. I love Post Malone.
Okay.
Young Thug. I miss YFN Lucci. I loved his music. Ace Hood. I wish he would come back. I mean, he's kind of came back, but back in the day, like 2011, 2012, I was obsessed with him. Obsessed. Yeah. Like, that shit was crazy. That shit was wild. Yeah. It's just like changes. Like I was saying, like different moods. I'll be like my girly mood. I'll be listening to like I said, like Chelsea Cutler. Kai September is another one.
I've heard her.
She's like coming up. She's not like big time, but she's coming up and she's dope as hell. She makes a lot of sad music, sad like rap, sing music.
So it sounds like you have different tastes for your different moods?
Yeah, different stuff. I listen to country sometimes. Nobody knows that, but I was born and raised in Florida, so I grew up around that stuff. Right, you know what I mean? So sometimes when I go down to Florida, it's all my family's playing.
You've bounced around a little bit. Where's like your favorite place that you've been?
I was born and raised in Florida, and then I lived in Indiana for a little while, and then I moved to New York, and I've been here ever since. But I always said I would never go back to Florida because my childhood was rough coming up. But as I got older, now that I go there and visit a lot, like Florida's beautiful, and there's so much stuff going on there. Like I would really love to like half live there, like maybe get a place down there and be there 3 months out of the year, like our winter.
And plus you got family there. So.
Yeah, I got my whole family's there, so I'm there 4 or 5 times out of the year. So it'd be nice to have a place to go to, rather than always Airbnb-ing or hoteling or staying with my family.
What is it about New York that you love?
Well, I kind of just had no choice when I moved here. I was 14, so then I just grew up here and I kind of made it work. And I just love the energy. When I moved here, I thought I was like so cool. Like, I'm moving to New York? Like, what? Like, New York? Like, New York City? Like, you know, people think about it, like, well, if you're not from the state, like, it really is like a dream to come here. It's insane. Like, people don't understand, like, this is a big spot. And so when I came here, I thought it was the coolest fucking thing. I never wanted to leave. And then, you know, the hustle here is different. Everyone just is different here. Everyone's a little bit more roughhouse, but you know, you learn how to live through it, and you know, it kind of makes you stronger in a way. I feel like Florida's very low key, slow key. Yeah, everyone goes there and retires and chills for the rest of their life, you know.
2 different speeds.
Up here, we're like, move, bitch. Try to get to work.
We talked about your clothes. We talked about your music.
Yeah.
What are some like fashion things you like? Are you the designer type? Do you like to kind of find the diamonds in the rough? Are you a thrifter? Like when it comes to fashion, I know you set a tone with your own line, but what interests you when you're shopping yourself?
Sneakers. I love sneakers. If you want to go in my studio and look at that wall, there's quite a few sneakers in there. Designer sneakers, Jordans, Yeezys. I got a lot of Chanel, Gucci, Alexander McQueen's, stuff like that.
Do you have a favorite?
I just bought a new pair of Gucci's that I haven't worn yet. Those are like my favorite right now. They're pretty sick. I'll show you them.
Yeah, I'll check them out afterwards.
Yeah, they're dope. They just dropped, and Gucci's never made a shoe like this. It's like a running shoe.
So I remember my first shoe that I got hyped over. Do you remember like the first shoe that really got you into everything?
Phat Farms.
Oh my god.
Yo.
What?
Back in the day when those dropped, those were like the first shoe that I looked at shoes and was like, I never cared for a shoe, you know? You never look at a shoe, you just get what your parents get you. And when those dropped, they were like pop. Everyone liked them. Everyone was like a big shoe back then when it first dropped. Phat Farm. And I just remember getting like the white ones with like baby blue like laces. And I just remember I thought it was the coolest fucking thing in school. Or Etnies. Etnies were dope too. I like Etnies.
I feel like the Phat Farms is like when people started like really matching the outfits with the shoes. Big time. And the shoelaces too. Did you have Stephen Marbury's when they were like hot, like $15 in the store? Because I was just talking to did you have them? No? I was just talking to my friend about it the other day. They were like, I remember when they just dropped and they were like so hot and everyone ran it and they were so cheap. It It was like such a movement.
I used to wear the boots, like the Tim boots.
Okay.
Like little work boots.
What about clothes itself? What do you go designer? What kind of jeans
now
do you like?
I like regular like Nike. Like you'll see me mainly in like I have all that cool stuff, but like day to day you're gonna see me in like a Nike hoodie and like Nike sweatpants.
Why is that? And why isn't it always up to something?
Or that, I actually was wearing it up to something the other night and rolling a blunt, just chilling, smoking. But like yeah, like it's cool to have all that stuff, but then like you get it and then like you adapt.
What's the go-to when you're going out? Is it jeans and your own stuff?
It depends. If I'm going out to like the bars and stuff, I'll wear something nice.
Okay.
I wear like a Montclair shirt and like a pair of jeans.
Oh, see, okay.
You know, I don't want to like mess up my sneakers, so I'll wear a pair of Jordans and I won't wear like Louis or like Gucci's out there.
Do you party often or not really?
Yeah, summertime, yeah. Wintertime, I'm like working and stuff, but nah, I'm capping. I fucking party in the winter too. I'm literally drinking right now.
What do you like alcohol-wise?
Alcohol, I like dark liquor.
Interesting.
JMO, Hennessy. I used to drink Maker's Mark. But I'll drink vodka, I'll drink Absolute, I'll drink, you know. I used to drink tequila, now I cannot touch it. If you come near me with tequila, if I smell it, nope.
What about smoking? You're a big smoker, a little smoker here and there, what?
Oh, I fucking smoke every day. Like, it's bad. I tell myself I need to stop. I like smoke backwoods every day. Like anything that's not a backwood, I really don't enjoy.
It's always blunt.
Yeah, always. I tried the papers, I don't know. Everyone's like, get the papers. I'm like, yeah, it's healthier. It's good. And then I try, and then I'll smoke it for a hot second. And I'm like, fuck it, I need a backwood. I need to roll a blunt.
Yeah, I've never rolled a backwood while doing a podcast, so it's the first for me.
Nice.
Have you been out in Cali?
Yes, twice.
Do you smoke out in Cali?
Fuck yeah. Actually, I went into like a food spot. I had like a bacon, egg, and cheese with avocado on it. Something I've had all the time. Nothing out of the fucking ordinary.
Right.
And I think it was the orange juice because I was walking out and I'm chugging the orange juice and I felt like my tongue itching and my lips getting really like tingly and red up into my nose.
Yep.
And I was like, I had my tongue ringing at the time and I had shades on because it was sunny out. And I'm walking down the street and I'm with the girl I was with and I started feeling like my tongue getting swollen. And like my eyes started getting itchy and watery and I'm like, fuck, something's happening. Like I thought I was just having like an allergy, like, cause I have allergies. So I was like, something's bothering my nose, something's in my nose, like something, whatever. I get to the rental. And now my tongue is like swollen around it's literally my tongue ring's pinching around my tongue.
Right.
And I'm like, now I'm starting to panic. Like, all right, something's wrong with me. So, you know, the girl I was with ran and called the lady inside the store and they called the ambulance. They came and they fucking shot me with 2 EpiPens. I threw up all over the fucking stars in the avenue. Literally, it was so bad. I went to the hospital and I was on like IVs and shit. And the EpiPen they gave me in the ambulance was so painful. I thought my arm was coming off. Like she shot in my arm and it felt like my whole arm froze. Like I was literally grabbing it. I was like, yo.
Is that the first time you went through that?
Yeah. And now I don't know. I still don't know what the fuck happened to me.
That's crazy. Some people, they just have that happen to them once and then it's a freak accident.
Yeah.
Some people end up having a problem with it. But yeah, we were talking about smoking.
Yeah, we went off topic. Sorry.
You have like a flavor you like, or you have like, obviously it's wraps, but you just be smoking whatever.
Yeah, I don't really notice like the indica and sativa difference.
Right.
Like I don't really care. If it's fire, I'm smoking it. I'll smoke mids, everyone smokes mids.
Yeah.
I like, you know, exotics, everyone likes exotics. Like, I just don't like dirt weed. Like, nobody likes, like, you could tell.
Yeah, no, you smoke
You
some
could
good
tell.
stuff.
Like, if it's crumbling into ash, like, I don't want that shit.
No.
If it's brown, I don't want it. If it sticks and stones, I don't want it. If it's not green and, like, healthy and, like sticky and, like, got, you know, diamonds on it.
Yeah, I like purple stuff. It's not easy to find, and you only get it like in certain seasons. But that's what I love. Yeah. Anything purple is like once I see that, my eyes light up.
I like anything blueberry flavor.
Do you fuck with the dabs? Yeah, you like that?
I have before. I've dabbled in it.
Oh my god. And then you have a pretty sick bong.
I have a dab rig as well because I dabbled in it for a little while and then I just stopped buying wax and I just kept smoking blunts. Blunts are just like my go-to, you know what I mean? Like you just smoke and it's just your traditional way of doing it. Like my little brother's all into that and like they got those new little sticks that you could like put the dab on the end of it and just hit a button and smoke it, and it's like a fucking your own little dab rig. It's dope.
I'm a paper and glass guy. I like to. I don't like the dabs really. I like to break it down.
I be getting fucking high off them shits.
Honestly, said bluntly, I think I'm like doing some other drug. Heating that nail up, like. Oh,
well, yeah.
Like,
the process of it.
It's just like I'm just like I'll rather
like you about to smoke some crack or some shit.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
that's my
heating
point.
up the bowl real quick. Like no. After the severe, violent cough, almost barf, then you like settle down and you're like, holy shit. You feel like you just smoked like 10 blunts. I'm like, yo, whoa. And then they're like, you want another dab? I'm like, what?
There's always that guy. I mean, I feel like we covered a lot of stuff here today. I think we covered your stuff well. I think we covered some of your interests outside of your professional life well. Is there anything else that like you want to talk about? Anything else you want to plug?
Look out for my clothing line. I'm about to drop it. It's gonna drop very soon. All you gotta do is go to the tomboygang.com, click the link, search whatever you want, and buy it. Hopefully it's not sold out by the time you go and get it. Thank you for having me on your podcast.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, we gotta do it again.
Always up to something, man.
Yeah, you already know. And yeah, make sure you check that out. Right after this, we'll get working on the websites, and that's all ready for everyone. Again, I said this in the last episode, like, we're really passionate about this. I'm traveling all over, you know, trying to meet with different people. So if you're one of those people that might not be like right near me, if you know where I'm located or in New York area, just reach out. Like, we'll come out to you now. Or if you just have a story to tell in general, just contact me, contact Tom. We're starting to fill up the guest list. We got a lot of cool guests, but we're still looking for people too. And I know there's a lot of people that have stories to tell, and we want to kind of platform it the right way. But again, thank you very much. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and get ready for the next episode. This one's special.
Episode 4, TBG.
Let's do it.